Hello NCAC sports fans and welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. On this week's show we'll break down the NCAC hoops action that was played over the holiday break. As we turn the calendar to 2016, a tight race appears ahead of us in men's basketball, with Hiram currently holding a slight half-game lead at the top of the standings with a 4-1 mark against league foes. Lurking right behind the Terriers is a trio of 3-1 squads that include Wittenberg, Worcester, and nationally ranked Ohio Wesleyan. Prior to returning to league play on January 3rd, NCAC men's teams utilized the holiday break to wrap up the non-conference portion of their schedules. Among the highlights of games played over the break included DePaul winning its 7th straight Tampa Bay shootout in Florida, Hiram capturing the title at the Bluffton Holiday Tournament, and Wittenberg securing a title at its own Charles B. Zimmerman Memorial Classic with a 72-61 upset victory over number 21 Wash U in the title game. The NCAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week selection for games played between December 21st and January 3rd went to DePaul Junior guard Luke Latner after he led the Tigers to the team title at the Tampa Bay Shootout by combining to score 47 points in a pair of wins over Coast Guard and Buena Vista. Latner, who was also named the MVP of the Tampa Bay Shootout, added 11 points in a 67-64 league victory over Allegheny on Sunday to finish the week with 58 points after shooting 20 of 38 from the field, which included a 9 of 16 clip from beyond the arc. NCAC men's squads return to the hardwood this week with several conference matchups on the slate, led by Wittenberg hosting Ohio Wesleyan on Wednesday and Worcester traveling to Oberlin on Saturday. Like the men, the NCAC women's race appears headed for a tight finish, with DePaul currently holding a one-game lead at the top of the standings with a perfect 4-0 mark against league foes. Allegheny and Denison are deadlocked in the second position with identical 3-1 records, while Hiram and Wittenberg share the fourth spot with 2-2 records in conference play. NCAC women's teams also took advantage of the holiday break to wrap up non-conference play, highlighted by Denison posting a perfect 3-0 record over the 2-week stretch, which included a pair of wins over host Otterbein and North Central at the 2015 Smokey Ballinger Classic in Westerville. DU junior post Jordan Holmes collected her third NCAC Player of the Week award of the season after averaging a double-double in 3 Big Red victories over the break. The Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native opened with her 5th career triple-double with 19 points, 21 rebounds, and an NCAC record 14 blocks in a 97-81 win over North Central. She then added 16 points and 12 rebounds in a 69-58 victory over Otterbein, before capping off the week with a 17-point, 16-rebound performance in a 67-48 league victory at Worcester. In 13 total games on the season, Holmes has produced some eye-popping numbers, which include 233 total rebounds, 87 block shots, and a blistering 69.5% shooting mark from the field. In addition to being named the NCAC Player of the Week, we also learned on Tuesday that Jordan has been named the National Player of the Week by the U.S. Basketball Writers Association. There is also a full slate of NCAC women's action this week, with 4 games each on Wednesday and Saturday, led by DePaul hosting Denison on Wednesday at 7:30, and Worcester traveling to Wittenberg on Saturday for a 2 p.m. tip. And as always, NCAC sports fans, for up-to-date news, stats, and standings from around the North Coast Athletic Conference, you can visit our website at www.northcoast.org. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at NCAC, as well as like us on Facebook. Well, that puts a wrap on this week's show, but be sure to join us again next week for another edition of The Rundown.